We are gonna, this is a sausage, Italian sausage pasta and Gorgonzola cheese casserole. So it's got a lot of really fun ingredients, but it's relatively simple. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop my pasta, and I'm using a penne pasta. Season that water just a little bit with a little salt, and I'm gonna bring that to a boil. I wanna cook the pasta, but I don't wanna overcook it. Okay. In pan number 2, we've got a few different pans going. I've got 1 pound of sweet Italian sausage. If you want it to be a little spicy, you could certainly use the hot, but this way I think it really works well with the Gorgonzola cheese. You could also just add a little crushed red pepper flakes too if you wanted to spice it up just a little bit. And I'm looking for my old chop and stir. Oh, she's got it for me. I'm just going to get this going. I want to cook that until it's crumbly and no longer pink. It's going to take a few minutes. And then in pan number 3, I feel like Price is Right, or Let's Make a Deal, yeah, door number 3. I'm gonna do my sauce. The sauce is very, very simple, but it's rich and delicious. So it starts with some heavy cream. We love our Lamers heavy cream. Oh, you've got a measuring cup for me? And you rock. Two and a half cups of heavy cream. And this sauce is wonderful and creamy. And for people who don't like blue cheese, trust me on this one. You will like this recipe. What happens is we're using Gorgonzola cheese, which is an Italian blue cheese. But because we've got so much heavy cream in there, we're really going to mellow it out. So it's not like you're eating the cheese right out of hand. So it is absolutely fantastic. So I'm heating together the heavy cream, a little bit of dry white wine. Oh, Ann says, come on, all right. We'll do a little bit more. We're being elegant here. And I like to buy, for cooking, I think these little individual bottles are really nice if you're not going to be drinking wine. Now, if you're going to be drinking wine with your dinner, and you've got a little bit of white wine open, you could just certainly use that. But we're using a dry wine, like a Chardonnay or a Pinot Grigio. And it really does, in sauces, the alcohol is going to cook off, but you're going to be left with a really nice flavor. So, along with my heavy cream, my white wine, I've also got some chicken stock. So this is going to be the sauce for my pasta. And I just want to heat that, get that heated so it's going to melt the Gorgonzola cheese when we put it in. Kind of getting excited, talking about elegant. Tomorrow night is our big night out. And if you call today, you can still get in on this. So why not? It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful evening. 5-course meal. Each of the courses paired with wine. It's going to be kind of over the top, really. Starts out with a pear and Gorgonzola tart, and then our second course is a wonderful salad. Then we've got 2 main courses, a mahi-mahi, which is a very tender, white, mild fish. And our second main course is beef tenderloin with balsamic reduction and potatoes and vegetable. And then last but not least, we've got a delicious dessert we're doing in honor of Valentine's Day. Cheesecake stuffed strawberries. And that's going to be paired with a Moscato wine. So really is going to be a fantastic evening. I hope you'll join us. It's going to be a ton of fun. We're headed to Christopher's at the Branch River Golf Course just outside of Manitowoc. The setting is fantastic. And if you don't have a date, just come yourself. It's a great opportunity to meet people, or come with a friend, a relative. Get a lot of mother-daughters. And yes, guys do come. I get questions, are there all ladies there? No, there's a bunch of guys, so it's a lot of fun. Oh, the sausage smells delicious. Speaking of Valentine's Day, my daughter Ireland's doing something kind of fun this week. She's on the high school dance team, and in honor of Valentine's Day, at the basketball game, the high school basketball game on Friday night, they've paired up each of the dancers on the dance team with a random high school senior guy who's probably never danced before in their lives, or this kind of dance anyway. And basically, all week long, these ladies, the dance team, have to whip these guys into shape and teach them a routine. And then halftime during the basketball game, they're going to perform this routine. It's supposed to be hysterical. It's going to be a ton of fun. So she's paired up with a senior. She says he's a really nice guy. And she's trying to teach him, whip him into shape. So we'll see how this routine goes. I think mostly it's for laughs. So let's see, that's what's been going on in our house. Okay, my sausage is looking great. How's my cream doing? I want to heat that cream, and I think I'm going to switch burners. Do the sausage over here. How's my pasta coming along? I want to cook that pasta, but I don't want to overcook it. So the cream, I just want to get it to where it just starts to heat, and then I've got some couple of different ingredients I want to put in here. I've got 1 can of diced tomatoes, and I figured why not go the extra mile and get some diced tomatoes with a little bit of flavor. So these actually have basil, garlic, and oregano right in them. So we're going to add those tomatoes right there into the cream. It's really going to be some nice flavor. Do a little bit of salt and pepper in here with that heavy cream. I did salt my pasta water. Thank you, Anne. Then I've got some dried basil. That we're going to add in here. Give it some great flavor. And then, as I said, the secret ingredient in this is Gorgonzola cheese. Gorgonzola cheese is just, in fact, Anne was asking me, it's just basically a blue cheese that is an Italian blue cheese. Actually, this happens to be from Bel Gioioso, a local cheesemaker that specializes in wonderful Italian cheeses. A lot of their Italian cheeses are award-winning. But I happen to love blue cheese. I know a lot of people who aren't big fans of blue cheese. Anne raises her hand. Anne, you're going to like this casserole because what happens is the sauce almost tastes like an Alfredo sauce. It really does, because basically it really mellows it out. The heavy cream mellows it out. So once this cheese hits the heavy cream, we'll just crumble it in here. It's going to melt it. I know, Anne says that she just doesn't like the smell of blue cheese. I get you. I totally get you. But like I say, this is going to completely mellow it. And I made this dish for a whole bunch of ladies. I did a cooking demonstration for a whole bunch of ladies. And people were a little nervous about this. A lot of them said they don't do blue cheese. Everybody loved it. Everyone went crazy over it. So it really does mellow it out. It's not like you're eating blue cheese out of hand. And when it hits this heavy cream, it starts to melt. We're also going to add some Parmesan cheese. So you've got both the cheeses going on here. You've got Parmesan and the blue cheese. So it really is kind of like just a little bit of a sharp Alfredo. All right, my pasta. How is my pasta doing? Just about done. My sausage is completely done. I'm going to spray my casserole dish with cooking spray. And you know me, I'm always looking for great recipes and wonderful, elegant dishes and casseroles. So if you have any, please share. We love getting your recipes. We love hearing from you. Now, I love to put a little crunch on top of my casseroles. The topping of my casseroles, I think, you know, of any casserole, it's kind of like the icing on the cake. So I do all sorts of different crunchies on different casseroles, from potato chips. I love to put that on a tuna casserole, to crust up pretzels. I love to do that on different mac and cheeses, to tortilla chips. I do that on a lot of different Mexican casseroles. But I love to do croutons on a lot of my Italian casseroles for that little crunch. And I don't want them too finely crunched, but just crushed just a little bit will do it. All right, time to start putting this whole thing together. So I'm going to drain my pasta. And by the way, I mentioned cooking demonstrations. I know it's a couple weeks away, but I thought I might as well let you know about this. I am doing 2 cooking demos at the Ag Days in Fond du Lac coming up on Saturday, March 1st. So I hope you'll come join me. It is a great time, and you'll get to taste all the food I'm cooking, and it's just tons of fun. So please mark your calendars and come on out to Fond du Lac, the Ag Days, Saturday, March 1st. Ann says there's pygmy goats out there. Baby pygmy goats. Last year it was, anyway. It's always a really great time. They do a great job, so please come join me. Great way to beat the winter blues, get out of the house and do something different. Okay, so I just put my pasta in here and my sausage. And now I'm going to get it into the casserole dish. Now, it looks like there's a lot of liquid here. There is, but that pasta just really soaks it all up. So don't worry about that. I like a creamy casserole, and this is going to be nice and creamy. The rest of the basil in there. And like I say, if you're having company over for dinner, you can make this a day or 2 ahead, park it in your fridge, and then bake it off right before the company gets there. Do a nice big salad. Oh, this is a heavy pan. And a nice dessert. We're going to make a great dessert a little later on, and you've got one heck of a delicious meal. This is going to make a big batch. It's an affordable recipe, but something a little elegant, which today's show is all about. Okay, so we're just going to spread that out a little bit. Top this with the remaining Parmesan cheese and some of those crushed croutons. And if you're baking it right out of the fridge, it's going to take a little longer to bake. If you're going to bake this right now, half hour or less, just until the top gets golden and those croutons get crunchy. Come back with me. I want to show you this casserole. It is really fantastic. One of my favorites. And if you don't want to do it with Italian sausage, you can actually do it with boneless cooked chicken breast. It's fantastic. Or just do it without the sausage. Check this out. Bring this to the table. You want to look like a rock star, this dish will do it. And by the way, we'll put the recipe on our website. This recipe is also available at any of the area festival foods.